Hi guys, I'm Devon from Take Flight Aviation. I've been an instructor here for a little over a year. Currently have 1,300 hours and about 10 sign-offs.
Hi, my name is Tom. I've been an instructor here for about 9 months now. I currently hold a commercial certificate in airplane single engine and multi-engine land, as well as a flight instructor certificate with instrument rating as well too. I currently have about 1,200 hours.
I was taken to an air show when I was younger, so that kind of piqued the initial interest in aviation.
I got interested in aviation from an early age, flying radio-controlled aircraft with my grandfather. Always had an interest in it. As I was a teenager and through college, it kind of fell away from that, but it returned. And I had thought about getting my license as a hobby, my private license as a hobby.
When it came time, I started looking at a bunch of different flight schools through the area, in addition to other states, but stumbled on Take Flight. That was it. I did the private here all the way through commercial multi, and then had the choice to become a flight instructor and start working here.
I started researching flight schools, found a lot of schools out there, including Take Flight, and booked some intro flights from there. And after kind of understanding a little bit more about what it takes to get your license and stuff like that, and then what career opportunities there potentially could be, I actually decided to make the switch. Left my previous industry and immediately enrolled in the 141 programs for private, instrument, and commercial from there. I went from 0 hours to my CFI rating from July of 2022 to March of 2024.
Initially, I went and kind of came and did my first intro flight here. I actually hit it off with the instructor, and he turned out to do all of my additional ratings all the way up until my commercial multi. One of my favorite aspects was just the quality of instruction that I had.
The training that I'd done here has all been really positive. The reason why I chose this school is because it gave me an environment that I could dedicate all of my time to while I was here. It had a large enough group of instructors that I could constantly be flying from there, and had aircraft that were always up and running from there. There was very little downtime with those aircraft from there.
Take Flight was a fantastic environment to learn. So it's kind of one of those odd things. You're here to instruct and to teach, but also on the other end of that is you learning every day how to deal with different clients and assess the needs of a student or a client, and to be able to work through and get to them to their end goal.
Instructing here at Take Flight has been great so far. Immediately jumped in teaching a wide array of students, everything from high schoolers, people who were also wanting to change careers or going through that professional program, as well as people who were just hobbyists. So every day was kind of really different right from the beginning. I didn't feel like I was set in to only work with specific people. I got to meet a lot of interesting people who had plenty of different backstories that made it exciting to ultimately work here.
One of the reasons that Take Flight stood out to me was because they flew the Diamond aircraft, which are a very reliable and more of a modern trainer. A lot of the systems that you're going to be seeing as you move forward in aviation, when you move on to whether it be the airlines or corporate aviation, you're going to see a lot of similarities with the Diamond and other jets. It makes for a very smooth and seamless transition to that next stage in your career.
Training the Diamonds and then instructing the Diamonds has been really great. One of the reasons why I chose this school specifically was not only the upkeep of the aircraft, but also the type of aircraft it was. They're really advanced systems.
Kind of making that transition from student to instructor was very easy and very seamless, just because you have those built-up relationships with other staff, and everybody was extremely friendly. My overall advice to a student pilot and somebody that's looking into getting into aviation as either a hobby or a career is to make sure you don't only look at the flight school, but the people who run it. So that's a big deal. If you want to go from 0 to a professional pilot in maybe a year or two's time, you have all the resources here at Take Flight to make that happen.
Some of the advice I have for student pilots or people who are looking to kind of pick this up is to choose a flight school that really is well-rounded with what they teach, not only private ratings, but instrument ratings, multi-engine, CFIs. That's always a real big positive. But then also that they have the ability to maintain their own aircraft and or be up to date with their aircraft ultimately from there. That's generally a pretty big pain point for a lot of other schools, is how much downtime they have with their plane. The transition from student to instructor here was actually really easy. I went immediately from the commercial program into the CFI class that we did here with people who I'd already built rapport with, students and instructors, and it was able to make that change really quickly overall.